Do you remember the last time you bought a book from a bookshop and read it without any disturbances? In recent years, due to the development of technology and the emergence of smartphones and laptops, etc., majority of people spend much more time on the internet per day, especially for the younger generation and adults. Parents even give their children smartphones to play games instead of other toys and books. This podcast tries to find out how people's reading habits have changed due to technology. In order to have an overview of a bookshop, I went to Diamox in Brisbane City and observed on the 19th of April. There were a total of 52 people coming in and out of the bookshop within 20 minutes. There wasn't a lot of people in the bookshop. Most of them are adults and elderly. Since there weren't many youngsters, I interviewed two university students and asked them about their reading habits. How often do you go to a bookshop or a library?
I go to library twice a week, usually do some study stuff or maybe borrow some books.
But do you go there for leisure?
Nah, I've never go there for lecture. I would just go there for studying or prepare the test.
How about you?
I don't go to bookshop, but I go to library 3 or 4 times a week.
What do you do there in the library?
Probably I just study there and just study.
How about when was the last time you read a book?
Yeah, it was that book. That book I bought 5 years ago.
After that, do you read any other books just for leisure but not for your study?
No.
I see. How about you?
It was in high school. The reason for reading a book at that time was just doing the book report.
I also interviewed Miss Julie Oates, the manager of the Faculty Liaison Team of Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of University of Queensland. She responded through email saying that, in terms of reading for academic reasons, she thinks that more students read books in an electronic format than they used to be, and it's influenced by technology. However, she also thinks that there are other factors affecting students' reading habits, such as the library's purchasing policies in the university. Do you think the development of technology such as the internet or the smartphones we are using right now has changed younger generations' reading habits?
Personally, I think the technological advancement has changed our reading pattern. Nowadays, many younger generation, including me, will use iPhone every day. The technology makes it quicker and more convenient for us to read the content. That's why I think that people have reading less nowadays and prefer to use the technologies like Facebook, Google, or something else.
I see. How about you, Chris? Do you share the same view as Anthony?
Yes, I think nowadays the smartphones and the computers become more and more important in our daily lives. However, I will still borrow books from the library if I really need to. Like for example, I will borrow travel guides before I go traveling.
It's not difficult to notice the huge influence of technology on people's reading habits. Many people have changed their reading habits due to the advanced technology. They prefer consuming the desired content through internet and social media such as Facebook and Instagram because of the convenience and the attractiveness of content. The public realize the dilemma that bookshops and the habits of reading are facing. Some of them have started to raise awareness on the issue and try to promote reading to people. However, with the escalating development of technology, can reading be retained and rejuvenated? The society doesn't have a clear conclusion and there's room for discussion.